Hello, my dear students and friends. Today I am going to give you the complete answer key and solutions of NEET 2020 chemistry paper. It's just 6 o'clock now. Just 1 hour ago, students came out of their examination centers. So I have collected the question paper and reached my center, and I have prepared total answer key, and within almost 1 hour answer key is ready for you. Okay, now let's check one and one. You see question number 46, that is the very first question of chemistry, that is from organic chemistry. You are given toluene and chlorine sunlight, that is free radical substitution at this group, because all are sp2 carbons. This is sp3 carbon. Only at this carbon this substitution takes place, and this group is changed to aldehyde. Product has also been given. So when reactant and product given, the intermediate compound is asked. So that is direct question from NCERT. This is the correct answer, because which on hydrolysis it gives the final product like this. OH, two chlorine atoms are replaced by two OH groups, and finally it loses water and it gives aldehyde, benzaldehyde, that is already given as our product. So its answer should be CHCl2. It is F3 code paper. So in F3 code the option is 1. In another code generally option may be different, but question is same. Now let comes to question number 47. Identify a molecule which does not exist. Okay, for this we have to go for molecular orbital theory. We all know that when bond order becomes 0, then that molecule does not exist. That is helium-2, no doubt. Any noble gas, okay, Hu2, Ne2, they do not exist because of their 0 bond order for molecular orbital theory. And let's go for question number 48. Which of the following is a natural polymer? Natural polymer question is asked, and you see polybutadiene, acrylonitrile, cis 1,4 polyisoprene, polybutadiene, styrene. Anyway, all are NCERT examples, but we know cis polyisoprene is natural rubber. Okay, natural rubber. The chemical name is cis polyisoprene. So natural rubber comes under the natural polymer. So straight away this is the answer, strictly from NCERT. And let's go to next question. An increase in the concentration of the reactant is reactants of a reaction leads to change in. We know reactants are converted into products. When you increase the concentration of reactants, rate of forward reaction increases. When rate of forward reaction increases, suppose this is the graph. Okay, so this is the graph and this is activation energy, we know very well. So this one to this, I am drawing here again, you see. From this one to this, what do you call it? Activation energy. Okay, activation energy. So when rate of forward reaction, when rate increases, activation energy changes, because for fast reaction lower activation energy, for slow reactions higher activation energy, we know. So with change in concentration of reactant, only activation energy changes. There is no relation with threshold energy, collision frequency, heat of reaction. Let's go to next question, that is anisole cleavage with HI. What is anisole? You see, methoxybenzene is in fact anisole. HI, the cleavage takes place here, because this cleavage is not possible. Partial double bond character is there. Moreover, this is sp2 carbon. It holds these two electrons tightly. So this bond breakage is difficult. We know phenol is formed, and methyl iodide should be the byproduct. So the correct option is this phenol option, this one and this one. But in this ethyl iodide is given, but in anisole methyl group is there. So it should be the correct answer. Okay, so let's go to next question. The number of protons, neutrons and electrons in this one, you see this is very easy question, because 71 is given for lutetium, and 71 bottom means that is its atomic number. It is a neutral atom. 71 protons and 71 electrons are there. So 71 protons, 71, and final one electron 71. Only one option is there. There is no other option. First one 71, second, last one 71, and middle one number of neutrons. You see 175 minus 71, 104 is coming. So this is the correct option. Okay, let's go to next question, that is question number 52. The calculated spin only magnetic moment of Cr plus 2. Cr plus 2 configuration is post argon 4s0 3d4. So 3d4 configuration means we know very well total 4 unpaired electrons are there, all are unpaired electrons. So n is equal to 4 under root 4 into 4 plus 2, it comes out to be root 24. So root 24 means 4.90. Okay, whatever the option n circled is the correct answer. Don't look at tick marks. N circled options are the correct one. You see, match the following. This is straight away question from NCERT, or you can refer to your notes. Which of the following is correct option? CO is neutral. Where is neutral? This one. Okay, A2 and BaO metallic oxide is basic. Al2O3 we know it is an amphoteric, and Cl2O7 acidic. All are straight away from NCERT. So the correct option is this, fourth option. Okay, and next, urea reacts with water to form A. Actually, it is also straight away equation from NCERT. NH2 CONH2 urea reacts with water, and first it gives ammonium carbonate. What? Ammonium carbonate. This is A, which will decompose to give B. Okay, on decomposition it gives ammonia plus CO2 plus water. So ammonia solution you can take. B when passed through Cu plus 2 aqueous, deep blue, direct question. Okay, because Cu plus 2 when treated with ammonia aqueous, I mean NH4OH, the complex is formed. That is straight away this blue color complex. NCERT P block question. So urea on hydrolysis gives ammonium carbonate, which on decomposition gives ammonia. Okay, aqueous ammonia we can say, because in decomposition CO2 may go outside, that expels away, and ammonia solution means aqueous ammonia on treatment with Cu plus 2 gives this complex. Now you see question number 55. Identify the correct option. Identify the correct option means CO plus H2, it is water gas. Water gas is also called synthesis gas or syn gas. So A should be 3, and the temporary hardness of water is due to hydrogen carbonates of calcium and magnesium. B1, it is electron deficient compound we know. Hydrogen peroxide is open book structure. Open book one is non-planar. So this is the correct option. Okay, direct from NCERT. Actually this year inorganic chemistry questions, just like every year most of the questions are coming from NCERT, but this year theory based, statement based questions asked, many questions. Let's see the mixture which shows positive deviation straight away from NCERT. This example is also from NCERT, ethanol and acetone. You see, ethanol are connected by hydrogen bonding. When acetone get in between ethanol, that breaks strong hydrogen bonds. Okay, so that's why positive deviation. Decrease of intermolecular attractive forces. So positive deviation. Let's go to next question. The freezing point depression constant Kf given benzene. The freezing point depression for the solution asked and molality has been given. So you see, when this type of question comes, del Tf is equal to Kf into molality. It is a direct question, and we are asked del Tf. What is Kf value? 5.12 into molality 0.078. Its answer comes out to be approximately 0.40. So it is a straight away question, board level question. Now let's see which of the following set of molecules will have zero dipole moment. So zero dipole moment, you see, nitrogen trifluoride, it is an unsymmetrical molecule. It cannot be non-polar. Boron trifluoride, beryllium difluoride, carbon dioxide, 1,4 dichlorobenzene, all are straight away symmetrical molecules. What? Symmetrical molecules. Beryllium difluoride, no lone pair, symmetrical molecules. Carbon dioxide, symmetrical molecule. Next, 1,4 dichlorobenzene. You see, we know in 1,4 dichlorobenzene, here dipole moment in upward direction, here downward direction, both are exactly opposite. So dipole moment 0, net dipole moment here again you see this one 0, this one 0, this one. The result of these two is this. So again both are opposite, so 0, and no need to solve this in the examination. Already you know the trick. If molecule is symmetrical, then that should be non-polar. So it is the correct answer. And a tertiary butyl cation is more stable than secondary butyl carbocation because of, you know, the correct reason for this. You see, tertiary butyl carbocation, this is tertiary butyl carbocation. Okay, secondary butyl carbocation. What is secondary butyl carbocation? This one, at secondary carbon plus charge is there. Between these two, you see, it has 9 alpha hydrogens. it has only 5 alpha hydrogens. Okay, so obviously because of hyperconjugation, this one is less stable, this one is more stable, more hyperconjugated structures are there. So it should be the correct answer. Hyperconjugation should be the correct answer. Next you see, find out the solubility of nickel hydroxide in 0.1 molar NaOH. Ionic product we are given, that is 2 into 10 power minus 15. Nickel plus 2 plus OH minus. Okay, so this one is obtained from NiOH twice. NiOH twice. Okay, in aqueous solution generally when you take in aqueous solution. So what I am telling, what is the ionic product? Ni plus 2 into OH minus square, that is given 2 into 10 power minus 15. So Ni plus 2 value, that is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 15 upon OH minus ion concentration square. You see the question again, this is common ion effect because NaOH is a weak electrolyte and 0.1 molar NaOH, that is dissolved in 0.1 molar NaOH. It means so OH minus ion concentration must be taken from strong electrolyte. This is the shortcut, you know very well. So the answer is coming approximately 2 into 10 power minus 13. Okay, this is the solution. 0.1 OH minus concentration I have taken from NaOH because NaOH is the strong electrolyte. So 2 into 10 power minus 13 is the correct answer. So up to 60 questions are over. Now let's go for question number 61. Reaction between acetone and methyl magnesium chloride followed by hydrolysis. This is organic chemistry question straight away from NCERT. This example is also from NCERT. Methyl magnesium bromide. We know in Grignard reagent, alkyl group is the nucleophile in fact. Okay, CH3, COH, methyl group and methyl group. Okay, next step actually acidic hydrolysis is required, no doubt. So this is first step, this is first step and this is second step. Okay, first addition product is formed, adduct is formed. So generally if student solve many questions related to this, you can easily answer this. Acetone is a ketone. Ketone and Grignard reagent combination always gives tertiary alcohol. So among these four, only this one is tertiary alcohol. With the logic, without writing this reaction, you can solve this question. This is the correct answer. And next you see which of the following amine will give the carbalamine test. This is board level question. In fact, we know carbalamine test is given by all primary amines. So out of these four options, only one primary amine is available. That is third option, aniline. Next you see an alkene on ozonolysis gives methanol as one of the product its structure is. You see in alkenes on ozonolysis means breakage, methanol is formed if terminal alkene, if that alkene is terminal. Okay, like this you have on ozonolysis it gives C double bond O and this particular group gives HCHO. Okay, you might have solved many questions related to ozonolysis and you know terminal alkenes only give methanol, so it should be the correct answer. And a mixture of N2 and AR gases in a cylinder, 7 grams of N2, 8 grams of argon given, total pressure also given, the partial pressure of N2 asked. Again you see straight away NCERT question, Dalton's law of partial pressure is equal to mole fraction of N2 into total pressure. Total pressure we are given 27 and mole fraction how to calculate? First you calculate number of moles of N2 and number of moles of argon. Number of moles of N2 we are given 7 out of 28, 8 grams we are given, approximately 40 you can take. So it comes out to be 0.25, it comes out to be 0.2, so 0.25 upon 0.45. Okay, this final answer comes out to be 15 bar approximately. So you know mole fraction into total pressure. If you know the formula you can solve. The correct answer should be 15 bar. Well, let's go to next question. Which of the following is the correct order of increasing field strength of ligands? Straight away NCERT question. Okay, from crystal field theory, spectrochemical series, SCN minus, fluoride ion, this one. Okay, you see CN minus, cyanide ion, carbon monoxide are present on right side, extremely strong field ligands. So if you still have any confusion, you cannot opt option 2 and option 4 because in option 2 and option 4 CN minus is not present on right side, strong category. So generally you have confusion between 1 and 3, but in 1 and 3, if you see NCERT, so this one is the correct answer. But still we know oxalate is a bidentate ligand, so fluoride is a halide. Between this and this, it should be correct, strong ligand. This is the correct option. Paper chromatography, it comes under partition chromatography. Straight away NCERT example. Okay, NCERT concept, 10 seconds. Okay, only you take time to darken the circle, nothing to think about this. Sucrose on hydrolysis, alpha D glucose, beta D fructose, straight away NCERT questions. Rate constant over the first order reaction we are given, and time required to reduce 2 gram of reactant to 0.2 grams. So how to solve this one? You know, T is equal to 2.303 upon K into log initial concentration upon concentration after some time. So K value already given. What is that? 4.606 into 10 power minus 3 into log 2 upon 0.2. So you can simplify this, and this value is log 10, that is 1. So 1, you solve this, because 1 by 2, 10 power minus 3 is nothing but 1000. So 1000 into 1 by 2 is 500. So you can simplify that one, you know. Just I am giving the process. This is the correct answer. Reaction between benzaldehyde and acetophenone. This is a good question, in fact, because benzaldehyde is the aldehyde without having alpha hydrogen. Acetophenone is the ketone with alpha hydrogen. So one is having alpha hydrogen, another one does not have alpha hydrogen. We can't say that cross-Kenzaro, because in cross-Kenzaro both the reactants must have no alpha hydrogen. Cross aldol condensation we can say, because in cross aldol condensation at least one reactant must possess alpha hydrogen. Aldol, Kenzaro, these are incorrect. Aldol means both the reactants, self condensation takes place, but it is not self condensation. Kenzaro, already you told you, self oxidation and self reduction, disproportionation. Only one kind of reactant must be there. So cross aldol is the correct answer. Now let's go to which of the following, next questions of the following not about carbon monoxide. So you see first option, carboxyhemoglobin, hemoglobin bound to is less stable than oxyhemoglobin. No, we all know that the combination, the complex, that is carboxyhemoglobin, that is hemoglobin and carbon monoxide complex is around 300 times more stable than oxyhemoglobin complex. That's why CO is harmful. So well, this is the correct option. And you see 71 question, it is very easiest question in numericals, because no need to simplify this. We are given some reversible reaction, you are given Kc value at temperature and del G, direct question, because we know del G is equal to minus RT ln Kc. Okay, minus R is 8.314, T we are given 300, I think, yes, 300 into ln, what is the Kc value given? 2 into 10 power 13. 2 into 10 power 13. Actually, 10 power 13 is given, it cannot be a reversible reaction. We know from equilibrium, when K value is very high, it cannot be this particular range of Kc does not show a reversible reaction. But anyway, it is given, means we have to follow the question. So third option is the correct one. And well, HCl was passed through solution of CaCl to MgCl to NaCl. Which of the following crystallizes? Only NaCl, straight away NCERT. Okay, purification of NaCl. CaCl to MgCl2 are more soluble than NaCl. When an element has body-centered cubic structure with a cell edge of what? 288 picometer. You see, in this question also we need to simplify, because we know in BCC 4R is equal to root 3A. So R is equal to root 3 into A value 288 upon 4. Straight away, 20 second it takes. Which of the following oxy acid of sulfur has OO linkage? We know direct from NCERT. Peroxodisulfuric acid, because the name itself tells that peroxy linkage is present, so OO linkage is present. Okay, sulfur has OO linkage. So without drawing structure, you can answer this. Peroxo is there, OO linkage, peroxy linkage. Okay, means this is not at all a difficult paper as per your preparation is concerned. So well, let's see, 75 interstitial compounds are those that are formed that are formed that are formed when small amounts of small atoms like hydrogen, carbon or nitrogen are trapped inside the crystal lattice of metals. Yes, that is true. Inside the crystal lattice of metal, we know some foreign elements come and they get trapped here, interstitial sites, voids. That is correct. Oxidation state of chromium in CrO4 -2 and Cr2O7 are not same. You see, this is chromate ion. This is chromate ion. X plus 4 into -2 is equal to -2. So X is coming plus 6. And dichromate ion, you see, 2x plus 7 into -2 is equal to -2. X is again coming plus 6. Okay. So for both the answer is correct. It's coming plus 6 chromium. So it should be the correct answer because this is the statement incorrect. So oxidation state of chromium in this and this is same, not same is given. It is the correct answer. Which are the following categories? Cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide. Straight away NCERT question. Okay. Cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide is like this: CH3, CH2 16 times trimethyl. Nitrogen carries positive charge. Okay, so this one bromide ion is the anion. So cationic detergent, straight away question. Correct option for free expansion. You see, free expansion means expansion against vacuum. When expansion against vacuum takes place, so P external is 0. It means work done is minus Pxt into del V. Work done should be 0. Adiabatic condition, Q must be 0. So Q 0 and work done 0. Only among 4 this option is there. Del T 0 because you see del T comes out to be 0 for this. Well, let's see. Next question on electrolysis of dilute sulfuric acid using platinum electrode, that is inert electrode. Dilute sulfuric acid means we have H plus ion and sulfate ion. So at anode there is a competition between this one and this one, water. Okay, because aqueous given, dilute means aqueous. So sulfate ion and water at anode, which undergoes oxidation easily? No doubt water undergoes oxidation and O2 is liberated, because already I gave the trick. Only in case of sulfate and nitrate ion, aqueous solutions of these two, the water undergoes oxidation. Okay, already NCERT. If it is concentrated, then product should be different. So, but dilute given means it is the answer. Identify the correct statement from the following. Vapor phase refining is carried out for nickel by Van Arkel method. No. Nickel purification is done by Mond's process. Pig iron can be molded into a variety of shapes. Yes, straight away NCERT question. Pig iron can be molded into a variety of shapes. And wrought iron is impure iron with 4% carbon. No, wrought iron is in fact the purest form of iron. Blister copper has blistered appearance due to evolution of CO2. No, instead of CO2 the correct one is SO2. So the correct option is this one, second option. Let's go to which of the following is a basic amino acid. Lysine, straight away NCERT, basic amino acid. Identify the incorrect match, straight away from NCERT. You know this is a basic topic. Okay, so second option D4 is incorrect. Unanium, Darmstadtium is incorrect. It should be Roentgenium. Which of the following alkane cannot be made by good yield of Wurtz reaction? By using Wurtz reaction, you can prepare symmetrical alkanes. N-heptane is an unsymmetrical alkane, odd number of carbons. So it should be the correct answer. Elimination reaction of 2-bromopentane to form a pen-2-ene. It is a good question. In fact, 2-bromopentane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2-bromopentane, 2, you are getting pen-2-ene. Okay, this one. So you see beta elimination, yes, because this is alpha and this is beta carbon. Beta elimination follows Zaitsev rule. Zaitsev means Zaitsev, both are same. Zaitsev and Zaitsev both are same. Actually, the Russian chemist, he went to Europe, and Europe people transliterated his name as Zaitsev. Zaitsev as Zaitsev. Zaitsev, both are same. History is given in NCERT. Dehydrohalogenation, yes, that is also correct. Dehydration, it is incorrect, because removal of hydrogen and bromine is dehydrohalogenation. Here hydrogen anti-elimination, we know. E2 elimination, hydrogen goes from here and bromine goes from here, dehydrohalogenation. So correct answer is A, B, C. Let's go to this. Number of Faradays required to produce 20 gram of calcium from molten CaCl2. In molten CaCl2, calcium is in +2 When it is converted into calcium, 2 moles of electrons are required. So you see 2 Faraday of electricity is required to deposit 1 mole of calcium, that is 40 grams of calcium. So now 1 Faraday can deposit 20 grams of calcium. So it should be the correct answer. We are going to conclude this. Which of the following has maximum number of atoms? That you can check, because number of moles you calculate. Oxygen we are given 1 gram of oxygen 1 upon 32. Number of atoms asked into 2 into Avogadro number. 1 gram of lithium 1 by 7. 1 by 7, yes, 1 by 7 into Avogadro number. And well, we have 1 upon silver 108 into Avogadro number. Fourth one, 1 gram of magnesium 1 by 24 into Avogadro number. So it is 1 by 16, 1 by 16 into Avogadro number, 1 by 7 into Avogadro number, 1 by 108 into Avogadro number, 1 by 24 into Avogadro number. The highest value, actually maximum number of atoms asked, out of these 4 highest values is this. So the correct answer is this. Okay, 1 gram of lithium. 1 gram of lithium. Next, for the reaction 2 chlorine to Cl2, it is very easy question. Straight away NCERT exercise this is. Because you see here 1 mole of gases, 2 moles of gases. But anyway these are particles. So less randomness, more randomness. So del S should be less than 0. Because less randomness minus more randomness. And in this it is bonds are making, new bonds are formed. When new bonds are formed, del H must be less than 0, because you see, in order to break this bond, you go from backward to forward, bond breakage takes place. This is bond breakage from back side to front side. So bond breakage requires energy, del H must be greater than 0, but the reverse of this releases energy, del H must be less than 0. The correct option is this. Identify the correct statement. CO2 gas is used in refrigerant ice. No, it is incorrect, because dry ice, that is solid CO2 is used as refrigerant for ice cream. Structure of C6 contain 12 6-membered carbon. No, it is an NCERT straight line to line question. 12 5-membered rings and 20 6-membered rings. Okay, it is given in reverse. ZSM 5 type of zeolite used in convert alcohols into gasoline. Absolutely correct. Sewage colorless, odorless. Absolutely correct. This is a very easy question. C and D correct. Measuring zeta potential useful in determining which property? We know higher the magnitude of zeta potential, higher the stability of that particular colloid. Okay, stability. And what is the change in oxidation number in methane? You know, hydrogen is more electronegative, carbon is more electronegative. So hydrogen is in +1 state. So 4 into +1 is +4. It should be -4. It should be +4. -4 to +4. Straight away. Easy question. And the final question. The following metal ion activated many enzymes participates in the oxidation of glucose to fructose ATP and with sodium is responsible for the transmission of nerve signals. Actually, along with sodium, some other element also plays important role in this particular process. This is actually applications or uses of group 1 elements from NCERT. This statement is given in NCERT straight away. Along with sodium, potassium also participates in this. Okay, so straight away NCERT question. So these are total 45 questions from NEET 2020, the discussion. You can cross check the answer key. For other information, you can subscribe. I mean, whatever you have doubts in chemistry, many topics, you can subscribe my channel, that is SS Chemistry. Thank you very much.